Vice President James Wani Iga calls for calm as the government prepares for dialogue with the rebel leader. Cabinet Minister accuses rebel leader Riek Machar and his forces for looting Kenya Commercial Bank in Bor and Bentiu. Security ministers urge UN to protect civilians who are seeking refuge in their compounds. Hello and welcome to South Sudan Television. Wherever you are watching us, we are coming to you live from Juba with the latest news from around the country. My name is Grang John. The government has commended South Sudanese for their support and stand with the leadership at this time the nation is facing internal aggression and political turmoil. The appreciation was extended to the citizens by the Vice President James Wani Iga in a news conference held in Juba on Saturday. Iga appeals to the citizens to maintain calm as the government undertakes necessary measures to address the political turmoil in the country.
The failed coup attempt instigated by rebel leader Riek Machar and his group that has led to the loss of lives in the country. Vice President James Wani Iga pointed out that a leader who wants to be in power must be elected democratically and not by means of violence and military coup d'etats.
Our people stood up to condemn the attempted coup by the rebel Riek Machar and his group. Power is not democratically gotten through fire. Democracy means going to elections and never by means of violence and military coup d'etat.
Iga acknowledged the South Sudanese that the government has responded positively to the demands of international community and the Intergovernmental Authority for Development (IGAD) to observe cessation of hostilities, release of the political detainees, dialogue and humanitarian assistance to the needy. Wani Iga retreated that Malakal is in total control of the government forces and urges those misled followers of Riek Machar to abandon him and surrender themselves to the SPLA, adding that they will be treated humanly as brothers and sisters.
Our government has positively responded to the demands of the international community and IGAD in particular, calling for 4 issues. You must have heard this yesterday from our Minister of Information. And these 4 issues were: number 1, cessation of hostilities; number 2, release of the political detainees; number 3, dialogue; and number 4, humanitarian intervention. This, in principle, our government has positively responded. 4 conditions we have accepted to cooperate with the IGAD and the international community.
Vice President Iga announced that the work of the formed National Crisis Management Committee under his chairmanship and the 6 specialized committees are progressing satisfactorily in the lines with the terms of reference set by the President of the Republic. While the official spokesperson and Minister of Information and Broadcasting Michael McQueen was in the same news conference announced that Riek Machar has declared his rejection of cessation of hostilities as demanded by international community, added that Riek Machar, after his failed coup attempt, is now mobilizing the youth tribe to fight for his selfish ambition. He urges the youth must not to listen to Riek Machar because differences is a political one.
What is requested is the cessation of hostilities. That is one. Number 2, this cessation of hostilities, which is number 1, has been rejected, is already rejected by renegade Riek Machar. He has rejected it, and he is continuing now with his offensive and the killing of our civil population. Now they are in the process. They have regrouped. Riek Machar ran to Wurur area, where he has mobilized his tribesmen using his tribal affiliation Now the battle is now trying to turn the battle into a tribal conflict. This is the most important. The conflict is not tribal.
For SSTB, Port Johnson Matura K reporting.
The Minister of Cabinet Affairs, Dr. Martin Elia Lomoro, visited the UN House in Juba to assess the situation of the citizens who are still seeking refuge at the UN compound following December 15 coup attempt by gunmen loyal to Dr. Riek Machar. Dr. Elia encourages the families seeking refuge at the UN compound to return to their residence, assuring them of full protection by the government. In a statement to South Sudan television, the Cabinet Affairs Minister also accused forces loyal to Dr. Riek Machar of looting millions of dollars and South Sudanese pounds from the Kenya Commercial Bank's branches in Bor, Malakal and Bentiu.
The President has given a clear order that those who engage in looting citizens, those who go and steal uniform of our army, our police, our prison organizations, and any other organized forces, and use them in the night to loot, must be arrested and dealt with according to our law. Because we have now proved beyond doubt that these are the people who are misusing this uniform, misusing these hardwires, and causing government bad name. They must be arrested. If you are a citizen, if you believe in South Sudan, if you are loyal to this country, please report these individuals. Take their photographs secretly with your video, with your mobile. Report them to our army, to our police, national security. A question was asked, a difficult question for me to answer as a minister, that where did the orders for them as citizens come from? Is it from the president or the army? And the good news is that they said, we know the heart of our president. We know that he cannot do what happened. So for you in our army, for you in our police, in our security, in the organized forces, ask yourself, why are you killing your own citizen using the attires of the government? What happened in Juba, it purely reacts ego for power. He has put everybody into problem. Riek himself ordered his army to steal everything from Bor, from banks, millions of pounds and dollars. He took them. Millions and pounds of dollars and pounds and properties from Malakal. Nobody else did it except Riek. Millions of dollars and pounds in Mayom, Riek. Millions of pounds and dollars in banks, government offices, stolen, is Riek. Bodies, Riek was in charge of Bor. He took control of Bor. Those who died in Bor, no one takes responsibility. Riek. Those who died in Akobo, Riek. Those who died in Mayom, Riek. Those who died in Malakal, Riek. Those who died in Malakal, Riek. And everywhere else, Riek. In Bentiu, Riek. Because no one is in control in that position where he was. So if he was the one in charge, then it is him, only in him.
Security ministers in South Sudan have appealed to the UN mission in the country to protect civilians who are seeking refuge at their compounds in the areas affected by the rebellion, namely Jonglei, Upper Nile and Unity States respectively. The security ministers, accompanied by the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Awud Deng Achul, and the Deputy Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Rachel Nyadak, urged the UN to ensure the safety of any citizen under the auspices in the areas where rebels are launching offensive against civilians.
The comfort and safety security of the citizen in the country is the concern of the government of the Republic of South Sudan. 3 national ministers of Interior, Alena Yanya Leo, and of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Gerald Kwal Manyang Juk, and of Gender and Social Welfare, Honorable Awud Deng Achul, and the Deputy Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Nyadag, on Saturday acquainted themselves with the general situation in Bo capital of Jonglei State. The 3 national ministers said their aim of visiting to Jonglei State is to see the condition of the citizens who fled their home due to fear of epileptic attacks of rebels to run for safety in the United Nations compound. In a statement after a visit to Bo Jonglei State, Minister Alena Yang called on the citizens who are still in the United Nations compound to return to their homes, and the governments will protect and support them.
أنا جيت هسه لو عارفين ناس البيت وأنا متأكد إنتوا ده لو كان ناس بتاع الناس الفاتوا ده كان أنتوا برو معهم كل يوم ناس ديل فاتوا. I know أنتوا ناس don't care about all this thing. You're just Southern Sudanese citizens that must be respected. عشان كده أنتوا ما فاتوا.
The Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Gerald Kwal Manyang Juk, said power struggle must not be implicated with the tribal issues which divides people of one nation.
أو ترحلوا تمشوا للكاونتيز بتاعكم الكبرى تقعدوا نغلى لغاية ما الناس يكسبوا تاني ثقة تاني، يعني بعد ذلك ممكن الناس يعيدوا الثقة بيناتهم شوي شوي. فدي أننا بنمشي نشوفه، بس ربنا يدوكم لسه صحة. ودي كله كلام بتاعت خلقها بدون سبب. رياض ماتشار وكان ماشي جايب لو هناك عشان لو يجي قال يجي شاكل، وجرى هنا ماشي لقديان وبمشي يقول لو امشي شاكله في بور. لو كان بشاكل يمشي للو ليه ما يمشي لبنتيو عشان يجيب اهله في بنتيو يجي شاكل، ورسل ولد تاو رسل نيروبي. ليه يعمل زي لو يجي عشان يجي شاكل يجي يموت عشان شو؟ فأنا بنعمل ما كان في سبب كله. لو داير يكون رئيس ما ينتظر عشان يرشح نفسه في 2015 مستقل ويعملوا حزب بتوع براو، لكن يمشي يعمل مؤامرة عشان الجيش يعمل انقلاب. طبعا دي غلط.
Gender and Social Welfare, Honorable Awud Deng Achul, expressed its sorrows to the innocent people who had faced the colonies from the rebel of Dr. Riek Machar.
Thank you.
نينا أمهات بتاع السودان بتاع جنوب السودان بيعلمنا شديد لما نشوف عيال بتاعنا بروح بدون هدف. فما يبيل إنه do not turn it to what people are saying. It is Nuer and Dinka. There is nothing between Nuer and Dinka. This is a political difference, and it should not boil down to come and kill yourself as innocent people. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that we live in this country in peace as one people. We are so many. It is not only Dinka and Nuer who are in South Sudan. We have 60 ethnic groups in South Sudan. So my appeal is that خلي ربنا يكون في قلوبنا. There is always forgiveness في حاجات زي ده. الحاجة دفق إذا ما تقدر تشيله تاني، لكن الموجود خلينا نربوه نمشي قدام. ده بكون أبيل بتاعي لكم، لأنه ما يجرونا في حاجة وسخان. كلام شكله بين دينكا ونوير ده حاجة وسخان. ونحن ما ممكن نكون معروفين بس كلام إنه لو في ناس اختلفوا تاك سياسية يقولوا قال ولا ده دينكا ونير الكلام ده ما نقبله. شعب نحن كشعب بتاع الجنوب ما نقبل الكلام زي ده. leaders بتاعنا لازم يكون above the tribe. زول الداير يكون leader في بلد ده خليه شعب يديو ما بسلاح. فعشان كده أنا بقول لكم يعني نحن ضحايا ساكت.
Pointed out that South Sudan as a country does not belong to tribes of Dinka and Nuer. He assured government readiness to render assistance to the affected people. For SSTV, Port Johnson Matura K reporting.
South Sudan government has accused the rebel leader Dr. Riek Machar of mobilizing thousands of youth from the outlawed group known as White Army, a group of youth militants in Jonglei State, to launch another offensive against the government, describing it as an attempt to undermine the regional call for cessation of hostilities in the country.
We wanted to appeal to international community to know that these people are armed, they are civilian, they are not trained, they are armed, but when they are coming to attack the government army positions, the army will be due to protect themselves, and if they protect themselves, there will be loss of young lives, okay, and youth who have not undergone any military training. So this is what is happening now. 2,000 has already arrived in Bor. They are around Bor, within the suburb of Bor, and there are thousands of other young men who are coming to attack Bor. So we wanted to tell the international community to put pressure on Riek Machar to stop mobilizing tribes against the government. We still believe that the government of the Republic of South Sudan is the government of the Republic of South Sudan.
A member of parliament from the National Assembly has raised concern over the need to speed up dialogue between the government and the rebels to end the ongoing political impasse in the new nation. Honorable Gatwej Lam called on the parties involved in the political turmoil to resolve their differences to restore calm in the region. The legislator further appeals to the local population to shun ethnic division and live as citizens of one nation.
ما بتاع دينك ولا نوير وما في بتاع ده بيشيل الناس كله. فنحن عايزين نقول للشعب بتاعنا على اساس انه احنا برضه هنواصل وفي كل المناطق اللي فيه مشاكل ده انه المشاكل ده تقيف، لان المشاكل ما هيخدم اي غرض للمستقبل بتاع بلد يهدوا انفسهم ويصبروا، لان الحصل حصل الناس ماتوا، لكن نحن ما عايزين اكثر من ده يموت، لان لو خلينا الوضع يمشي على ما هو عليه بدون ما نحن نجي نحكم للصوت بتاع العقل ونقعد كناس بتاع بلد واحد ونجي نتكلم مع بعض ونشوف الاخطاء اللي حصل ونعالج القضايا الماشيه ده، احنا برضه حيكون في اموات كتير حتجي، ونحن ما دايرين اكثر من الناس اللي ماتوا ده يموت، لان البلد ده بلد بتاعنا وبيسع كل الناس وبيشيل كل الناس، لكن نحن ما تكون احنا ما نسبة للناس بتاعنا نحن فصلنا منهم على اساس انه لما زمان قالوا نحن جنوبيين ده ما بيقدر يحكموا ما بيقدر يحكموا انفسهم برام.
The governor of Eastern Equatorial State, Luis Lobong Lojore, has urged the state residents to remain calm and go about their daily activities. Lobong made the remark while addressing the residents of Lobira village on the December 15 failed coup attempt carried out by renegade Dr. Riek Machar and his group. Lobong called on the citizens not to panic but rally behind the government in a move to restore peace and stability in the country.
Tiri mato azolda gala dere shilu soluta dere kun reis besila
oja kini goruna kurusona ele te kokolo salva kir ra kuchol darem
huwa begul galu wondu jesh ketir ugala san nuwer ketir huwa lazim ya kun reis
oja yalwa
wa nizam bitana nizam bita SPLM inu ma vizol beshilu soluta beguwa
وجاني زمان
داير يكون سلطان ناس تبوقف ناس بصوت تويتر
هكي ردا قوبو هكي ردا نيورين عادي يجي باني جيجي جا كوكو بيلان بوادو تجي غانا جيجي بوا بارا دا غوچون
انت داير يكون غفانا ناس بصوت انت كون يكون صوت انا جيت لو كنت كون ما صوت انا كان ما بيجا
هكي ردا غفانا اذا
انت داير يكون رئيس انت لازم تبوقف يا بصوت تويتر
هكي ردا بريسيدنت يكو سالفا كير وانغو جيجي جيكو يغانا اتكو بيرو جيجي
يا كلام الاصل هناك بجوبا فادي كلام الاصل هناك.
The message is that the current situation which is happening in Juba, that is politically situation.
Amidst the preparation by IGAD to bring the government and the rebels of Riek Machar that have taken hold of Unity State capital, Bentiu, the Deputy Commander of Division 6 also tasked to protect the oil fields. Major General Grigory Vasily says the government oil installations are fully secure from any threat. Major General Vasily told the foreign workers not to worry of the information circulating in the media saying there is enough security and attention the government was giving to such facilities like oil installations.
Oil fields in Paloj, especially. Of course, some of you have been in disaster areas where there are wars, where there are natural disasters, where there are many things. It's nothing new to you. But as a civil people, you may be scared when you hear a bullet, even if it is from very far, even if from Malakal, you will be panicking. But I assure you, our objective here, the only heart we have in the south is the oil that is producing for us. So you are to be here. Anything happening, Bandong is here. If you want all of us to come here, we will come and stay with you. But we are managing the situation.
He further says that the security in the oil installations were 24/7 tight and workers should not worry of information circulating all over the country.
Your help also, you are getting about the security, everything. So I think we are in safe mode. We can communicate this matter to our colleagues also, who are staying in vacation and our cross ship, all of them. So it is safe for us. Even here, our oil field completely safe. Thank you.
Thank you.
The oil fields in Paloj are still continuing to produce their daily capacity as usual without any disturbance. James Arusatanga, SSTV.
That brings us to the end of our news bulletin coming to you from South Sudan Television. Thanks for tuning to SSTV. On behalf of the TV crew, my name is Garang John saying good night and good luck.